afternoon, FDB. How's it going? How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Y'all ready just for some drawing? Drawing. It's 9 p.m. It's not 9 p.m. here. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't want to, like, mention Ark Survivor within the first 5 minutes of the stream, but it just finished downloading. Let's go. That's a 200 gigabyte game, by the way. Freaking intense. Afternoon. It's almost tomorrow. I guess I could say, like, good. Well, see, here's the thing. When you say, like, hello everyone, good night, it sounds like you're saying, like, you know, good night, like I'm going to bed. So you say good afternoon instead. Like, what's a good replacement for saying, like, good night, but when it doesn't mean, like, I'm going now, you know, kind of thing? It's poorly optimized. I heard. I looked up reviews. It's actually kind of funny. For the most part, what I saw about it was just people going, wow, Ark is difficult and hard to play. And I'm like, oh, sounds like a Souls-like. Let's go. I don't care. I don't care how badly optimized it is. I don't care. Good evening? That is what I said, isn't it? Oh, I said good afternoon? Oh, I meant to say evening. That's true. That's true. But it seems like a lot of people were like, the game is hard when you're baby level. And I'm like, wah, sounds like Dark Souls. I'm ready. Let's go. Like, my soul. My soul burns for it. Which Ark did I get? I got... So, on the Xbox Game Pass, you can get, like, a bunch. You can get, like, a lot of stuff for free on the Xbox Game Pass. For free, quote-unquote. But, I got Survival Evolved, but I got all the DLC with it. Because I could get the entire bundle. For free. Ark is pretty much a second job. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because, like, I'm not one for grinding off stream, but maybe I wouldn't be, like, too, you know, like, against it if it was, like, really, really, like, had to be that way, you know? There's an add-on, Bionic Mosasaurus, that... It's a skin. That sounds terrifying. I need to stop looking at this. Guys, we're not talking about Ark Survivor right now. We're talking about drawing. Guys, watch out. You guys think I'm the Nier tuber? I'm gonna become the Ark tuber, and then you guys are gonna be like, Nier Automata? Never heard of it. It's a job. If it's a job, then you lose NEET status. That's true. That's true. And I have stated already that I do like, what's the word? I do not like, freaking, I don't like grindy type games, and like I'm guessing this is gonna be one of those grindy type games, but we'll have to see how grindy it is, you know? If it's too, like, if it's too grindy, then it might lose my interest, but we'll see. Survival crafting, I'm not against survival crafting games. I am not against them. Like, it's just if it's like very, very, I'm not good with very intense crafting systems where it's like a 20-step process to create one item. That might make me want to cry. You know, I'm okay if it's like one or two things maybe, but not like a ton. If you adjust your settings, your server settings, you can lessen the grind. We'll see. We'll see when we get to play it. We'll see when we get to play it. Only one way to find out. Pretty much, only one way to find out. But yeah, I will admit I am kind of in a fight God mood tonight. I'm not in a drawing mood, but you know, I like to commit. So, I almost dropped my pen. We're gonna draw, but you know, we might get, this drawing might look different because I have different energy this time. It's crafting plus really deep dino taming system. I will say this, as long as they're As long as there is a way that, like, either the tutorial is good enough or there's actually a book that I can go back to or something, like, that tells me how to tame the dinos, I think I'll be fine. I get more annoyed when it, like, just expects you to figure out how to tame each dino, and I'm, like, that might annoy me. So I might wind up looking stuff up. We'll see when it happens. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, fighting mode drawing, basically. Yeah. So... let's get into it. Let's get into it. Ooh, that scared me. That was louder in my ear than I thought it would be. You guys let me know if it's, like, too, like, loud or something. Where is my... I have it open. Where is it? Why is it not appearing on the screen? Why not on the screen? Lower it down a little? Oh yeah, sure. How's that? It's louder than me, sorry. There we go. That better? Are we using MS Paint? We are going to be using MS Paint, yes. We're gonna try to keep consistency. So we are gonna use MS Paint. Hopefully it works. Okay, it works. Let's go! Alright, so here is our previously already seen, our little Miri drawing. Yeah! Look at how cute she is. Isn't she so cute? We love her. We're gonna move Miri so she doesn't get in the way. Even though she is never a bother. We're gonna take her prettiness and we're gonna put it down here. Just so we don't lose it. Yeah. There she is. Doesn't MS Paint not have layers? Yeah, that's the challenge. That's the challenge I accidentally made for myself. So long story. Long story for everyone that doesn't really know how we got here and why it's in Microsoft Paint. The reason I'm doing this in Microsoft Paint, don't worry, I do know how to use other stuff. I do have Krita. The reason it is in Microsoft Paint is because when I originally did the first stream for this, I essentially, there was something wrong with my settings in Krita, and so my OBS would not pick up my Krita stuff, so I just decided, instead of, like, losing the entire stream, to just do it in Microsoft Paint instead. And so now, specifically, I'm drawing them all in Microsoft Paint. I dropped my pen again. Yeah, they in Windows 11, I don't have Windows 11, that's a scam. Zumi's the shortest? Yes, I am in fact the second tallest, or third tallest, actually. Sky is slightly taller than me, and then Amora is taller than me. Sky looks way taller than me because of her heels. Let's take a look at her crunchy heels. But yeah, look at that. That's like literally like she's what's the word? Compensating. Yeah. She is on stilts. Let's take one more look at the beautiful, wonderful, crunchy Ayan that we have here. We have Sky Crunch Ryu. We have Blaze Crunch Ryu. We have Crunchy Monavi. We have Kiki Crunch Heart. We have Amora Luma Crunch. Kilia Crunchy Yami. Crunchy Dokumi. And then we have Miri Crunchfire. We got all the crunch. Alright, let's get this started with Fwaga. So, I'm going to try to go about this a little bit smarter than I did last time. First I need to do just the general sketching, which I'm going to do right now. I don't know if my art style is at all going to be the same as last time. It probably won't be. But, yeah. I'm just gonna draw however I feel like I want to draw. And that's what the art style is going to be. And you can fight me. Let's see, where is my Zumi PNG? So I have it on this side. There we go. I got her. She's beautiful. Oops, I'll crunch, pretty much. There she is. Oh, so precious. Oh, so chaotic. Good Forky. Good Forky. I have to adjust this though, so I can actually see. Alright, we're good. I think. Is this good? This looks like it'll be alright. Yeah, there we go. I just have a lot of things on my other screen. Guys, I need a third monitor. I need to be, like, ultimate gamer. At this point. Alright, there we go. I got it all figured out. Let's draw! The feeling is what matters? Exactly, the feeling is what matters. So let's have some feelings. Let's have some feelings. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy time. I forgot she was like such a big melon, but third monitor on a Cyber Monday deal? Nice. Third monitors are nice. I don't have any. I could technically use my drawing tablet as a third monitor, but I'm never going to get these the same size. There's no way. Well, good thing you can't really see Zumi's ears, so I guess I don't really need to... They don't matter too much. Yeah, these are never... The ears are never going to be the same, no matter what I do. I am gonna sit here and try, though. I give up. Zumi has ears. I thought frogs had holes. Am I feeling it now, Miss Ryu? I'm trying my best to. Remember the big eyes? Yes, yes, I need the big eyes. Big eyes. This really just is the test. Like, draw without the symmetry tool test, really. When you think about it. I think I'm failing. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is fine. It's just a sketch. It's just a sketch anyways. I hate it though. I hate it already. How did I do Mary's? Mary's were just little bebops. you guys could tell. Copy and reverse image. That's true, but I'm not a cop-out. I'm not a coward. You guys could tell that I have, like, a little too much energy for this right now. I feel like drawing is supposed to be, like, a calm, peaceful thing. And I'm just, like, I'm definitely in a fighting mood right now. How am I going to get this how I want it to be? Yeah, how can you be cozy when you want to throw ham? But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to take it a little bit slower. And just not be, like, so wild with it. I mean, I know this is just sketching, but I'll still have an easier time if I sketch it correctly. We must be able to draw and fight at the same time. I mean, I'm really gonna try. I'm gonna try. That's, like, kind of good. She looks... Isn't that just Sai from Naruto? Being able to draw and fight at the same time. True, true, true. Let's see, Zumi is like B guys. Hold on. Not that big though. That's... We're gonna give her them real frog eyes, you know? Real big peepers. She is beauty, she is grace. Yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about it too much because this is just a test. Well, it's not a test, but it's like, you know. It's a sketch is what I meant to say. Drawn with red paint. My need for blood will be satisfied then? Perhaps so, yeah. That's almost a Zumi face. There we go. Alright. We're getting closer. We are, in fact, getting closer. That's getting to be a Zumi. The Nya mouth is so fitting. I know. I love little eyebrows like this. These are my favorite little eyebrows. I have no idea if I'll be able to draw these on the other side. Yeah, I can't. Hold on. Let me just... I'm gonna cheat. Hold on. Copy. Paste. Yay, I did it! How do I rotate? Flip horizontal. There we go, I did it. Screw that. AN cage match when? Someday, hopefully. Yes, behold the power of my copy and paste. It's just me, but like, just imagine it's like the Death Note, right? It's the Death Note, but it's just like, I'll take a potato chip, and then I'll copy and paste! It's that kind of energy. Technology! VTuber agency boxing matches would be so meta. It's gonna be Wendy's parking lot, like, live stream. That's what it's gonna be. But I will say this BGM is giving me Zumi vibes, so that is quite helpful. I think her eyes are too big though, but we'll figure out what to do with that later. Let's just try to get the other stuff out of the way. Meet outside Ace Hardware. Pay to watch that? Good, 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 good. I'll keep that in mind then. I mean, you know, if you'd pay to watch it. BGM reminds me of Blue Archive. I've never actually, like, played or seen Blue Archive, but I think I have a poster of someone from it on my wall because I got it because her tits were fat. If I'm being completely honest, I found this poster at a convention, and I got it because I thought she had really nice assets. So I bought it. And I think they said it was a character from Blue Archive. I wasn't really concerned with that, though. Understandable. Thank you, thank you. I would have had to kill you if it wasn't. I'm like putting way too much detail right now into like this one little hair part, but I don't care. There we go. That's beginning to be a Zumi. That is on the way to Zoomerhood. You know? It's Zoomish. I'll do it with the hoodie. The hoodie is needed. So let's see. Hoodie is going to be like that, and then like that. Like that. Like that. And there's kind of actually like almost a really good outline just right there already that I can see. I also realized I'm using a much bigger pen than I did last time. I should have switched it down. Oh well. I'll figure it out. My favorite aspect of Frogs and Frog gotta be your laugh, the genuine high-pitched laugh. Yeah. Alright, we got this started. We're zooming. Zooming with Zumi. Let's see. How much of Mary did it? I did her chest, so we'll do, well, not much to draw, but we'll do like that much. There we go. That's Zumi. Now we'll put the chest part, or the hood part, not the chest. I'm too focused on chest right now. Help. Let's see, and then it kind of like, her hood is actually like, I kind of drew it a little wrong. It doesn't like meet there. It's not how it looks. Let's see. That's a bit, yeah, that's a bit better. It's a lot closer to how it's supposed to look. Yeah. And then we got this. Does a little point. I feel like this hoodie is somehow way too big. The hood is like double twice the size it should be, or maybe I'm just thinking that. It's fine. I don't know, we'll see when it gets a little closer to done. I don't really draw a lot of hoodies. Zumi's looking good so far. I'm glad. I don't draw hoodies very often, which is why I wanted to do this. So I wanted to see if I could, you know, if I could swing it. You're drawing Zumi too. Oh. Yeah, big Forgy hoodie. Yeah. And then she's got little eyeballs, froggy eyeballs. Those look like cat ears. Huh. How am I gonna do this? For now, it's just a sketch, so I'm kind of going in pretty messy. Something still just doesn't feel right. Is it like how big her head is in comparison to her body? I mean, Zumi does have a big melon, but I don't know if it's as big as I've made it on this. I feel like her melon is not this large, you know? But sometimes it's okay to make things a bit big, you know? I won't be giving her bigger assets anywhere else, so she might as well take what she can get. I say lovingly. Oh, let's see. And then it meets in the middle. Like that. And then she has two little things like this. They're little doodads. Like so. Melon, yes. Melons, no. And then she's got her little things. Like that. And there's her little backpack thingies. And that's like almost a Zumi. That's almost a Zumi. Can you believe it? All the nutrients went to the frog eyes. Perhaps so, perhaps so. We got Forgy eyes. That's how she's looking so far. I need to draw in like some of her hair though. Actually looks pretty good, thank you. I do be trying. He's got all this pizzazz. I wish I had half of her pizzazz. Just a smidgen of it, you know? There's that. Then we got that in there. There's her little X thing. I know it's hard to tell exactly what's going on because it is still a sketch, but some frogs swallow by pushing things down their throat with their eyes. Ooh. Yeah, that is quite the mental image. I don't think I wanted that, but thank you. Thank you! Thank you for the super chat. Or a tip. Wait, let me check. Thank you, thank you! 'Twas tip. Assets tier list when? Someday. Someday. Thank you, Inquisitive Minds. Thank you, thank you. I hope that was good enough for your inquisitive mind. One day. I'll put it in the hat. But no, yeah, it's pretty ew that they do that. That's horrifying to think, but thanks. And that's getting on to Zumi. That's pretty close. That's going pretty well so far. Yeah. Let's see, is there any major changes I did? I have like a certain eye style that I did. Which is still fine, just like that. There we go. Alrighty! That is indeed a Zumi. It is indeed a Zumi. Some of these details will probably get lost when I start to put all the stuff down, but for now... Yeah. That's a... You can't really see because I'm in the way, but that's a Zumi. She do be coming along. Alright, let's grab a skin tone and get to work, I suppose. It's looking cute, thank you. I am trying my darndest. Trying my best. I don't have access to layering, so this is now just how it must be. And this is the hard part of it, which is coloring all of it in. It'd be another story if I wasn't doing this in Microsoft Paint, but you know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Actually, I have a better idea of what I can do right now. Hold on. I have a very good idea, I think. That will save me a lot of trouble. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it. Oh, wait a minute. Aw, dang. It isn't transparent, so I can't place it over it to see. Ah, man. It's just another one. That's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's do the big things first. Let's start with big things, not little details. Big things that I don't need to worry too much about. So like the coat. Let's start with that. Go into selection, transparent selection. Oh, cool. I'll use that afterwards. Thank you. Yeah, let's just color this for now. This seems pretty easy to color. Laughs in Ibis Paint. I've used Ibis Paint briefly before. I didn't dislike it, I just like Credo more. And I don't draw much on my phone. There we go. And then we got 40 eyes. Oh, I forgot the other thing! Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'll just draw things over it. I can do it just fine. Maybe I should have done this like section by section, maybe? I don't know. This is a learning process. By the time I get to the final girl, I'll be able to, like, I'll have it down pat, like, that. Here I was telling management that I probably wouldn't, like, draw for more than an hour. I'm a dummy. I forget that I like to talk, and I am slow, so. 'Tis what it is. Use a bucket fill tool? I could use that. I could, but I won't. I won't because I'm gonna have to go back in and fill all these little crevices in anyway, so I might as well just fill it in by hand. If it's just gonna mess it up anyways, you know? Kind of thing. So. Might as well. Look at this 4D, she stares right into your soul. My concentration face is very, very cute. Oh, is it just me, like, with my eyes closed? Yeah, I'm telepathically drawing. That is why. That's why it looked like that. It was a music ad. It was a YouTube ad. Don't worry, it's better now. It's fine now. I fixed it. I never expect the ad coming until it's too late. There's just always ads. At this point, it is just a meme. It's just my life. Musical scream. Pretty much, yeah. I was doing work and suddenly heard a scream. Sorry. It'd be like that around here, you know? Be prepared for anything. I'm constantly screaming at the top of my lungs. Why? Who knows? I wish I could get a thicker brush, but this is as thick as I can get it. This is like one of those times where it's like, use a bucket tool. Fine, let's see if it works. Nope. See, that's why I don't use a bucket tool. Screaming fun? Screaming fun, sometimes. Usually I scream when I'm scared, so not really, but it's either during ads or when I'm scared. Those are the only two times. Or I guess when I'm really happy. Like, oh my god, Ark! That's about it. Scared of ads? Yes, profusely. Sweating. Literally. Every time I hear an ad, I just, like, kind of, like, I don't know, throw up in my mouth a bit. Out of fear. Ads are so scary. They want you to buy something, and why would I spend my money on something else when I could spend it on Nier? So it's terrifying. It tempts me to spend money on things other than Nier. I just go into the woods to scream to relax. I've never screamed into nature before. It's something that I've wanted to try, though. I've wanted to do a few things. Like, you ever think about, like, I think I brought it up before, but, like, how you can just, like, do things, and, like, no one really can stop you. It's just, like, your own brain. Like, you don't think about it, but, like, think about it. You could, like, just throw an egg at wherever. You could just take an egg out of the cart and chuck it. And nothing, like, nothing is morally wrong about that. It's not illegal, just no one does it, you know? And I think that's a shame. I want to start living more freely like that. I want to start, you know, buying myself a birthday cake when it's not my birthday just because I saw it in the store because I can. Like, that's another one of those things that you just don't really do. I want to start chucking eggs. Yeah, I want to start chucking eggs. It's just things that you don't think to do, you know? Because you don't do them all the time. Like a cat, I have definitely jumped into an empty box without thinking. I think the most cat-like thing I'll do is, like, climb trees, and that's about it. Give in to the voices. No, not the voices. The voices are different. They tell me different things. Such happy music to be talking about the voices. Alright. Let's see. It's why you steal power from a library? Interesting. The voices are just cat screeches. Yeah, or it's just the dinosaur meme. It's just or the Naruto Konoha village, which is just do 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 do. It's always there. I can never get rid of it. My intrusive thoughts. I mean, I don't know if I've ever really, like, given into an intrusive thought, but that does remind me of, like, the video. I saw a video the other day of, like, a woman recording her kid, probably. I don't know. It could have been someone else's kid, but it was probably hers, hopefully. And she was, like, filming some lady on a cliff or whatever, and then the kid was just, like, not like that. That was just me screaming over an ad. I apologize. So clearly I can't use this because it has ads in it. So I'm going to remove this from my playlist and go to this one instead. Actually, I'm gonna go to this one. Sorry about that. Anyways, as I was saying, the kid was like looking over at this woman on a cliff and she was like, oh my gosh, why is she so close to the edge? Someone could just shove her. And the woman was like, that's an intrusive thought and we don't say those out loud. And I was like, well, why not? It's true, though. Yeah, sorry about that. This is why I tell you guys that I'm just not really good at comfy streams. And also, this stream is, like, monumentally less comfy than the last one. Because, remember, I am in a fight God mood. So, I'm very talkative. I'm very not chill. But you can never really, like, plan, like, what kind of mood you're gonna be in for the day. You know? Like, you just never can really tell. So I just plan things and hope for the best. Saying your intrusive thoughts so you're driving a buddy in the rain. I don't know about you, but this is comfy. This is comfy. You guys are having a good time. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Blaze level comfy. That's, you know, fair. Fair. My comfy is never going to be true comfy. My comfy is sort of like sitting in a room full of torture devices, but you're like the one being served tea. You know? Like, you're not in the chair for like the, like your nails getting ripped off or getting waterboarded, but you're just in the room and you can see all of these things and you're like, you know, but you're just being served tea. And you're fine. It's just, you could possibly be victim. So, interrogation room comfy. Precisely. Psychological torture, always. It's just cat heaven. A torture room? How is that like cat heaven? In the torture? Probably. Alright, we got that now. Let's do this. Oh, and a cat's plotting everything possible? Yeah. They quite literally, they look like this. They look like this, don't they? That's how your cat looks when it's plotting something. I look like I have a tiny hand. I look like the villain from Ant-Man. I look like the Ant-Man villain from the new Ant-Man movie. But like in a less cringe way. Yeah. MODOK, yeah. Like the Spy Kids villain. Man, don't do him like that. Here, wait. I realize that sometimes I don't have this zoomed out or incorrectly, so let me just make this a little bit smaller because my hand looks too big. Now my hand looks too small. Now it looks okay. Right? Would you say this is properly proportioned, just about? Yeah, that's pretty fine. That's pretty good. There we go, I fixed it. Tiny hands. No! I don't know proportions. This is why I don't draw hands or anything else, really. I really don't draw that often. It's surprising that I took on the task of drawing my own emotes. And they're actually turning out pretty good. Actually pretty alright. I made the badges. I made the emotes. I hope you guys like them. You guys will see more when memberships are out this week. Gotta size it up again for the Avenger. No! I'm not doing that. I wouldn't know how to draw that even if I tried. Alright, got that. Now I'll get this side. Believe in myself. I am. I'm believing in myself. I believe that I can do this. That's why I haven't failed miserably yet, you know? Alright, now we're zooming. Now we're zooming. Do. And I'll go back and like fix some of this and line some of it. Yada yada yada. Let's see. We need the pink color now. Believe harder. I don't know if I can. Oh, I also need to draw the things on the top. Here, wait. I totally forgot about her pigtails! Guys, let me forget about those. How could you? Just makes me realize how messed up. Oh my god, they're so uneven. They're so lopsided. They're so lopsided. I feel bad that they're so lopsided like that. You know what? It's part of the charm, you know? And lopsidedness is all part of the charm. It's gonna have to be. Sometimes wear the hoodie off to right one side. Yeah. Frogs are fairly lopsided. Yeah. Yes. Cope and seethe. Cope and seethe. These kind of look like tongues, but they're not. At least I don't think they are. Wonder if drawing a 3/4 torn view might have been easier because no symmetry. Probably. Probably. But it's too late now. We quite literally cannot go back. So. It's Jover. And this will probably, like, the line for this will be fixed more when I actually do the hair. Yeah. Well, with this view you could throw her into live 2D. I could. Alright. That's going pretty okay. We got this. Now I gotta put our little pigtails in though. Pick a good purple. There's a purple. Alright, Zumi pigtails. Not too crazy complicated. There's that. Trying to avoid tangents, but because it's lopsided. Are they tails when they're in their front? Yeah, I'll still give it to them. Because it's lopsided, I might not be able to avoid making tangents by accident. Oh well. It's better to just have fun and be loose than to, like, you know, like, agonize over every little detail. So I'm just letting myself get away with it. Because I'd rather not cry, you know? Yeah. Not horrible. Alright. We got that. Now, we can do some of the hair. This part's gonna be a bit difficult. I might have to go back in and reline a bunch of this, which is fine, I guess. I expected that. I mean, I should have. Yeah, I'm just gonna cover this and go back in and reline all of it. Art is pain. Yeah. Art is just a little pain. That's why I'm trying to make it at least painful as possible. That's why it's called painting. Yeah, exactly. That is why it's called painting. Let's see. Then yeah, I had it covered when it wasn't out, so I'm just gonna cover it here too. Like so. I'll probably have to run over it again later, but it's fine. For now, we're just kind of trying to get all the base stuff down. Work on all the little details later. You know, I actually didn't really need that other eyebrow, now that I think about it. Drawing is looking good so far, thank you. I'm trying my bestest. For all that is Forg. I'm not usually much of a fan of green, but these colors do go very good together. So I like it. I like the color palette a lot. I like Zumi's color palette. I like everyone's color palette, but I think like, I think the color palette I like the most out of everyone is actually probably Kiki's, because I really like pink and yellow, but yeah, I like Zumi's quite a bit too. I like everyone's color palette. Everyone's cute. The art I made is finished. Good job! Oh. Good job. You did it. How do you feel now that it's done? Feel good? Feel gooda? Sorry if that's cheesy. Zoom in on Crunchy over here. Eyeball color. Do 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 do. Aqua and pink, so tasty. Yeah, Amara's is good. I just really, I'm not really big on blue either. Blues and greens are not like my favorite colors. So, but I still think they're really pretty. I ain't looking crunchier than me and I'm a chicken nugget. I had chicken nuggets finally last night for the first time in a while. They were so good. You know, you can judge me and you can say whatever you want about what you think about my mental stability with this comment that I'm about to make, but I ate my chicken nuggets while I was taking a bath, and it was like a blissful experience, okay? Like, I don't like to waste time, so I will quite frequently eat dinner, or usually dinner, while taking a bath, because a bath is not for cleanliness, so it doesn't really matter if, like, you know, the bath water gets dirty, because it's gonna get dirty anyways, because you're sweating in there, and all of that. But this goes back into the intrusive thought convo. It's not an intrusive thought. What? Is this a me thing? Is this another one of those fuck it's a me thing moments? Like that meme I made on Twitter? Come on, hear me out. Like, it's peaceful, okay? It's really peaceful. That's why. Cause it's like, I don't know. Whatever. I feel like a fish. Get out of here. You guys are judging me. I can see, I can hear it, I can smell it. Ah! An ad! 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 Why is there an ad in this one? Why is there an ad now in here too? What the? These are supposed to be adless. I was lied to. I was lied to. Well, I know this one for a fact, I think. Maybe this does have ads in it. I don't know. I don't know if this one has ads or not. I guess I'll see when it starts giving me ads. At this point, I might just need to ask AN management for YouTube Red. Or just start paying for it on my own, which I don't really care about doing. So, yeah, I might just have to, because at this point, it's becoming a problem. Why? That's not the color I'm selecting. Please, pick the darker one. That is all I beg of you. Thank you. Yeah, gross free advertising and alright. Oh my god, Zumi jump scare. Zumi jump scare, but it's okay because she's cute. That's the face of cuteness. Mm-hmm. And crunchy feet. Let's see. What do I need to do? I need to do skin tone. Ad block not allowed. Ad block I have, but the thing is that ad block hates me, and so when I play things, it's like, if you do not use the ad block, we will stop you from playing 3 videos in a row. Get wrecked, we hate you. So I get stuck with that all the time, and it sucks. Same, yeah. YouTube a little rude, but they're my overlords, so I cannot complain too much. Otherwise, I'll have different problems. I mean, this is going pretty alright so far, I think. Hasn't been too much failure on my part. It's evil as my browser is built-in ad block, so no YouTube on computer. Aww. Most surefire option might be router level ad block. I don't think I'm smart enough to do that, so. There we go, we got that. Now we can also, like, make all the marks and stuff. She looks so funky when she's like that, but she'll be done and she'll be good. Actually, let me finish all the base skin tone stuff and then I'll start on that. I think I've pretty much got, like, all the skin tone stuff, like, down. I just need to make this a little bit darker. Actually, no, I'm just gonna go look at what her shading is. I'm gonna steal it. Steal the shading. Here's your little nose. Hard Widow. Actually, she has totally different shading on her nose. I'm actually gonna do that. Here, wait. I'm gonna do her shading like her shading is on her model. No nose. No one knows where the nose is. Stealing colors instead of picking your own as base? Yeah, because I don't trust myself with that. Trust me. Trust me that I don't trust. Let's see. Zumi has a little dot and then a big, pretty circle. Forkle. There's her little circle. There we go. Circle. Frog nose, just two Voldemort noises. No, noises? Noises. I got the pink for her little blushies. Blush! Cute Forgy blush. She looks like a clown? No! She doesn't look like a clown. How could you say that? This is the most beautiful face you've ever seen in your life. Shut up. I think you're just projecting because you're a clown. She looks happy? Exactly! Blush automatically adds cuteness? Yes. There we go. Yay! We're getting closer! Damn it, I guess I'm a clown now. Wah, cry about it. There's that. Here's this. Nemo! Hello! Welcome, welcome! How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. How's everybody doing? How's it going? Welcome, welcome! Hello! How you doing? How you doing? Hello! Hello, hello! Howdy doody. Welcome to the party, where we are drawing Zumi. Here to raid my fridge? Not my fridge. Looking good? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Trying my darndest. Trying my darndest so it comes out good. That's cute. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm doing all this in Microsoft Paint because I made a mistake one time. It's a long story about how we ended up in Microsoft Paint, alright? It's not that long, I just don't want to tell it again. Now I need her little backpack things. Good, it do be coming out. Good, 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 good. Glad we all agree. You guys are allowed to tell me if my art sucks, though. I mean, you'll most definitely die a death that you don't see coming, and it starts with a T and ends with a Y, but you can say it. You can say it and you'll immediately get sniped. But anything I could ever draw? That's the general consensus, I think. I'm like, there's either like, you know how they say there's like expert drawers or there's like noobs? I'm like not a noob, but I'm not like an expert drawer. I'm just like a mid-level, you know? I'm a mid-level. In this case, I am particularly mid, yes. I am, in fact, mid. Crazy, I know. Casual drawer. Yeah. In the transition, kind of, yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Let's see. Let's add some shading now to Zumi's hair. Let's do some outlinings and stuffs. Looks good. I think the lack of shading makes it seem flat, and the lack of detailing in the hair makes it seem especially flat, but the hoodie looks great. Thank you. It's gonna look flat for a little bit because obviously I'm shading just now. Now I've gotten to the shading part finally. So it'll look a lot better hopefully when it's fully shaded, so we'll see. We shall see. Howdy, hi! I like the painting of the happy little Forgy. I'm glad. She's having a great time. Zoomy vibe. Little square there. I'll have to fill that in afterwards. Fill that. Fill that. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, art, trust the process. I'm very trust the process, so I'm trusting it. I'm doing a whole trust fall. Yeah, that's looking a bit better. A bit, but I am by no means an expert. But I do enjoy drawing, for the most part. Sometimes it can be frustrating, and that's why I really just started to lean more into the, you know, if it's just not working, just go with it, and then just keep going, because you let that stuff build up too much, you let it get in your head, and then eventually you just don't really want to draw anymore. And that's how I felt for a little bit, so I don't want that anymore, so I'm trying to be at peace with myself. Inner peace, you know? Because I've never been good at things that require, like, a lot of focus and a lot of, like, just patience in general. I'm not a very patient person. So drawing is one of those things that was always kind of difficult. Drawing, knitting, all of those. Even sewing. I dropped it again. Keep dropping my pen. Do I think about the angle hair? The what? You mean the angle that I have her at? It's alright. It's a little lopsided, but it is what it is. Take years on a wall size drawing? Yeah, I think I'd like cry. I'd never be able to do that in a million years. Would never be able to do that. Bye bye. Have a good night. Imagine making a mistake after a few years. I would shut down, I would cry, I would simply cease to exist. That's getting to be pretty close. There still needs to be some more shading, obviously. Let's see. Let's take a peek at this. Darken this up a bit. Because I want to avoid... I don't really like having like black outlines like this. Like sometimes it's alright, but for the most part... I do like the style kind of though that Microsoft Paint has forced me to take on. Which is sort of like a mixture between like the black shading and like regular like shading. So it's kind of nice. It's a challenge on its own. Ain't too bad though. Cause I don't mind it when there's like a little bit of black peeking through. I think it just gives to the overall like style a bit. Cause it is like a sketchy, messy-ish style. Trust me, I think I do better when I don't have when I do have access to layers, so this is just hard mode. This is training, you know? This is the training that I didn't know that I needed, but this is the training that'll make it better. And I mean, my emotes are coming out very well, in my opinion. So, I mean, training's successful. To that extent, you know? Actually, I need shading. I forgot about that. Shading. Shading for the face. Or did I already do that? Maybe I'm just silly. Sasuga homebrew tuber. Pretty much. Alright, yeah, we're getting pretty close. Pretty close now. Pretty darn close. We just gotta fix up the eyeballs a bit, because they haven't been, like, properly done. And then I need to finish this trim off up here. My one hope and fear, and not so much a fear, but it's just I hope that it doesn't look too different from the Miri one. So they still look like, you know, they were made, like, by the same person. I don't think it looks too different, so we should be good. But, you know. Alright. let's do some of the cute shading now. Just a little bit, like make it lighter. Or actually, let me go actually over to her thing. Hello! Welcome, welcome. Let's see, Zumi shading. There's the light purple. And then I just do pretty simple shading, so I don't really need to think about it if I'm being honest. So I just do these little circles. And I'm like pretty alright with them. I think they give off the impression they're supposed to give off. So, you know. They do a good job. Let's see. And then what did I do for Mary? Mary, I actually think it's pretty much almost done. It's mostly because Mary's looks a bit more dynamic. You can't really see it because I'm blocking it, but Mary's looks a bit more dynamic because her hair actually like has a difference in color. For Zumi's, I'm gonna add some more shading to the hair than I did on Mary's. Just a bit though. Just so it doesn't look quite as flat. There we go. Like just some stuff like, just little stuff like that. And then I'll add it around here in the hoodie too. And I'll like try to give the impression that there's still some separation in here. Maybe I'll just chunk it off, whatever. Chunky, chunky chunk. Like so. Oops, let's fix some of this up in here. Erase some of that. No, not erase. Give me the brush. There we go. That's pretty zoomy, if I do say so myself. All right, we need to fix up the eyeballs. Okay, let's work on the eyes. Let's actually like make these look nice. There isn't like too much to do, but yeah. Hi Nemo, there you are. I am having a good stream. Yep, so far so good. How was your stream? Did you have a good one? Did you have a good stream? Zumi, thank you! Been a really hard level of Halo. I've never played Halo before. I've thought about it, but I don't know if it's gonna be my thing. So I kind of just don't. Was cause for celebration? Nice. I'm glad that you had a good stream and things went well. We should play on an easier difficulty to see if I like it. Sure. We can do that. I'm not against that. Yeah, there we go. That's a Zumi. That is a Zoom. Yeah. Hello. Cute drawing. Thank you. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah. That's yeah. No, yeah, definitely don't start on legendary or you'll end up with a ton of deaths. And that's with some prior experience. Right. Here we go. Here is a Zoom. Oh wait, we need to add her little yellow things. Her little X's. Hold on. Almost for gore. Almost for gore. And then there's one up here. Yep. Yeah. Doesn't look quite right. Not quite right. Hers is more of a bigger one, so it's more like this. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah. Alright, what do we think? Pretty zooming. Oh, you guys can't see. Here we have it. Yay! We did it! I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think I'm missing anything. It looks like it's all pretty good. Let's slap her next to Miri. Let's slap her next to Miri. Let me clean up a little bit though. Let me clean a little bit of this up. Cause it's slightly a little too messy in some places. Yeah. Becoming a MS Paint PhD. Yeah, I really am. Guess it be like that, you know? Yeah, there we go. It's pretty zooming. If I do say so myself, that's what the kids say nowadays. I don't know. Maybe it's just me saying that. The best MS Paint user. Thank you, thank you. Here it is. We got a Zumi! Yay! I think it's pretty cute. Let's put her next to Miri. Let's put her next to Miri down here. I realize now that I drew Zumi a lot bigger than I drew Miri. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I squished her. Let's see. Shift. Downsize. How do I do that? Is that not the right key command? Oh. I'm doing it. There we go. Let's put her next to Miri. I think I squished her again. Shit. There we go. Look at them. Look at them. They're a little crunchy, but I think it's just, they're just all gonna be like that because it's fucking MS Paint. But there we have it, folks. Although I need to make the outline a little bit thicker so it matches Miri's a little bit better. Yeah, it is. It really is, though. It's the MS Paint touch. For real, for real. Gotta have it a bit messed up. Just so you know that it is, in fact, a Microsoft Paint original. There we go. Yeah! There we have it. That's a zoom. Wow. I'm gonna shade the jacket a little bit more, a little slightly more. Just so I can really, like, you know, feel like I tried my best. And the shading, you know, it gives it a little touch. Yeah. I'm kind of trying to copy some of the shading that I see on her jacket. Just like to the best of my extent. I don't know if I'm really doing a great job, but trying nonetheless. MS touch of crunchy. Yeah, it really do be. There. Paper drawing. I'm actually a lot better, I think, on paper and pencil, but yeah. There we have it. We got a Zumi and a Miri. Woo! That's what we did. We did that. That's pretty cool. How we feeling? How we feeling? I'm liking. I think it's pretty good. Pretty solid. Now we got 2 gen mates down. It's hard to see when I'm in the way, but they are here. There's Miri over there. Now you got Zumi. Little crunchy Zumi. I will save this. Am I feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I can disconnect my tablet after a hard day's work. Let me put this down here. Put my keyboard back where it should go. Looks good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got that back and good and done. I'm asking something right now. Don't worry about it. I love Zumi Paint Kumi. I also love Zumi Paint. MS Zumi. I wonder if she's on right now. I'm gonna send this to her. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to the chatting screen. And do you guys wanna, we'll go back to my regular music. Hold up. Instead of this sleepy time music. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. I'm gonna send this to Zumi. I wanna see if she likes it. If she doesn't respond, it's okay. But I just wanna know. It's like such a large canvas, and then I have to like zoom in to like crop the little teeny bits at the bottom. Save as copy. Zoomy. I've saved it. I'm gonna send it to her. Is for her. Ihihi. Ihihi. I did it. I did it! Hooray! Yeah, it's because she's speechless. Fox and Frog Kawaii. Yeah! The next one I'll be drawing is... I'm going in order. I'm going in backwards order of, like, what they are on the reference sheet, if I'm being completely honest, because we have this... You guys saw the reference sheet that I had with all of Haven on it. So that means the next one I'm going to be doing is Amora, and then Navi, and then probably myself, because I promised Miri that I would make it so we could have matching profile pictures. Because right now she's been so cute. She's using the MS Paint that I drew for her as her Discord profile picture, and it's so sweet. It's so kind of her. But yeah. Now we could just chill and talk a little bit. I finished up a little early. Not too early, but, you know. Because we didn't do much of, like, a Zatsu at the beginning. This is just the second half of the Zatsu. That's all it is. By the way, I finally can hear again. I got this amazingly large glob of earwax out of my ear earlier today. I bought a thing off of the Amazon, and it like it was like this thing that it had a camera at the end of it, and I stuck it in my ear. And let me just tell you, it is weird when you figure out like actually where your ear canal is, and like going in there, it's like whoa. It's like, I don't think I should be in here. And I wound up not using like the scoop that it gave me. It gave me a bunch of different like things, and the one that I specifically used was like a it was like a corkscrew. And what I was doing basically was I was like screwing it into the wax and then like fucking yoinking it out, and it was great. And I got real sad. I actually, okay, it was like a sad morning for me, because what happened was I got most of it out, and then I was like, yay! And then I tried to use a, like this other thing that I'd been previously using to get it out, but it wasn't working, which is like this thing that you put these like water, it's not water, it's like, it's a liquid of some sort, and it goes in your ear, and then that's supposed to help flush it out. And I put that in my ear, and then it plugged it up again. It shoved the wax further into my ear, and then I honestly, genuinely, like, I just started crying. Like, I couldn't get it out, and I just sat on the floor, like, crying hysterically, because I was like, I can't hear, and this is making me very upset right now, because I have very good hearing. So becoming a person that I basically is like deaf in one ear, it's horrifying. So I was like, I can't hear, I can't sing, I'm gonna fucking die, you know? And so I wound up like just sitting and crying. But then eventually I was like, you know what, I'm not a quitter. So I got up and I started like doing it again. And my hearing waxes and wanes. Exactly. And then I just kept like doing it, and then eventually I got this huge glob out and I could hear again. And I was like, oh. Mondays, am I right? Yeah, Mondays, am I right? For real, for real. It really has been, it has been a Monday. It has been a Monday. That's more painful than what the non-sillies did to me. I don't know if I want to know. Now you know why doctors don't recommend cleaning with cotton picks? Yeah. That I can understand, because it just shoves it further into your ear. Like, I think the reason I got it in the first place was actually because of my earbuds that I use. I think the earbuds are what was shoving earwax like in further into my ear. Yeah. I've been taking care of my ears better these days. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of new to me. I never got earwax like this before. So, my allergies have just gotten worse. Speaking of Mondays, what are your thoughts on the Garfield movie? I haven't seen it yet. Alright, I don't even know if it's come out. I don't think it's come out yet. I don't know. All I just know is that, Chris Pratt is in it. And I like Chris Pratt decently. You Q-tip daily after showers? It sounds like a really bad idea. The trailer? Yeah, the trailer I didn't see yet, so I just know that Chris Pratt is in it. A trick to flushing is to squirt the water in at an angle. If you go straight in, you can push it in, or worse, rupture an eardrum. Oh, then what I was doing was completely, like, a really bad idea. Yeah, I don't think I ruptured any eardrums because I don't have, like, any pain in my ear. Yeah, my ear feels, like, fine now, so I'm very happy about that. Garfield movie featuring Mario from the Mario series. Oh, man. Everyone's gonna... Chris Pratt is everywhere now. And, I mean, like, he's not a bad actor, so I don't mind it. And I think he's a pretty decent voice actor, although I didn't see the Mario movie either. So... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll look at it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not one for animated movies, so... If you ruptured your eardrum, you'd super know it'd be white-hot pain and utter deafness. Yeah, no, I'm fine in that sense. In that case, I mean... The Mario movie was fun. I should watch it. Maybe I'll give it a try. Maybe I'll give it a try. It's just interesting now how they're redesigning, like, all these Princess Peach box art stuff, I guess, because of the Mario movie. I don't know. It feels like Sonic the Hedgehog movie all over again. But, like, thank God they fixed the Sonic movie. Like, I never watched the Sonic movie, but I saw those trailers and I was like, what? What is going on here? You know? Speaking of voice actors, the actor for Grisha Yeager is the JP voice cast for Armored Core 6, highly recommended. Interesting. Thank God they fixed the Sonic movie, amen. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. There was something I just wanted to mention, but now I've forgotten. Oh well, I forgot. I want to see an edit of the Sonic movies with the original Sonic model. Yeah, that would not be so bad. Why did they not just use an original Sonic? Because it would look weird. I think it's because of Detective Pikachu that they did that. But Pokemon worked. Pokemon worked because they literally had a guy on the team that was like really used to designing like real world cool versions of the Pokemon. And then, you know, that just doesn't really work when you apply it to Sonic. It just doesn't. It just does not. Oh, I remember what I was gonna ask. It's not on this topic, so I'm gonna switch it. Oops, sorry. I was wondering what your guys' thoughts are on, if you guys think the new Avatar game is gonna be any good, the Frontiers of Pandora. Because I played, like, I played the Avatar game that was on the Wii, and I didn't think that was too bad. Like, obviously it's a Wii game, but I liked it. So I wonder if this next one is gonna, like, actually be good, or if it's gonna suck. I hope it won't suck, because it would be very nice if it did not, you know? Oh, the bot is spamming. It'll suck so bad, think everyone should play it. You think everyone should play it because it sucks? Maybe it's so bad it's good. Oh, so you think you guys, everyone just thinks it's gonna be really, 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 really bad, huh? Yeah, I mean, I'll probably wait a little bit to see if it's any good before actually picking it up, but like I want to, because it looks like it'd be really cool. And I mean, now I have a PS5, so you know, I want to do it. I want to do it. Yeah, the bot is still going. He never stops. It won't be so bad, it just won't be good. Oh. Oh well. It is what it is. Let me play if it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. That's a familiar name to me, but really enjoyed the Legend of Korra game. I've never played the Legend of Korra game, but I did play the Avatar games that was on the Wii. Got a PS5 now, and he plans on Final Fantasy. Take a gander at what this is. Can anyone guess the game that I'm holding in my hand right now? I actually did pick up. I know you can't see, obviously, but I did actually pick up stuff for Black Friday. Other than the stuff that was on Throne. So, from Throne, I got Ghost of Tsushima and Demon Souls. So I'm very excited for that. And then I also picked up on my own, I picked up the new Final Fantasy, I picked up Returnal, and I picked up The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. The new Link's Awakening that they made for the Switch. And I'm excited to try these. So there's gonna be some new games. I just wonder how to go about it, honestly, because when I start playthroughs of something, I don't really want to stop the playthrough unless it's like objectively like a horrible game. You know, if I just hate the game, then I won't keep playing it. But for the most part, like, I like to try to stick with things, but I do kind of wind up finding gripes with a game one way or another. But I really wonder, like, how I'm gonna go about trying a bunch of different games. Yeah, because these are all very long games, and I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to have, like, I want to do stuff other than gaming. So I'm genuinely, like, I'm kind of wondering what I want to do. Because I don't know how to go about it. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Like, there's a party that also thinks, like, just, like, because there's, like, you know, it's a lot easier. How do I explain this? Streams like this, where it's more like just chatting, or there's not, like, a lot going on stream, I think is what people usually, like, watch VTubers in general for, is to interact with the streamer, right? So when you're playing games, though, that are, like when you're playing games, I tend to get quite focused on the game, so it makes it harder for me to talk to you guys. So I almost am, like, wondering, like, should I, like, for some of these really long games, should I just try to play them in my spare time, but also, like, record? And, like, just, like, basically so have, like, funny moment type things? Like, maybe I just need to be maybe gaming content, or some of the gaming content, just needs to, you know? It just needs to be like that, you know? Option might be to be getting used to endurance streams to finish 1 game a week. I mean, I'm gonna kind of be doing that. I'm not like, I don't dislike Lies of P or the Resident Evil gun run, but there is a reason why, like, this next week I'm gonna be playing them for like 3 to 6 hours instead of just like 2 or 3, because I am trying to get through them. I am trying to finish these games, you know, but I'm also trying to keep my content varied enough. So, so I don't just want to do a week of Lies of P, you know? Like, that would be boring, and I don't think anyone would like that. And I would get bored, and I would get angry if I just did the same thing every day. So I don't want to do that. So I'm upping the hours, at least on gameplay stuff, so I can try to, like, you know, move it along. Lie or die to the tune of skate or die. It's really hard for long RPGs because doing side quests off stream. Yeah, most RPGs, if you don't do side quests, another quest might disappear. Yeah, I'm not really a side quest person, really. Yeah. Play the start of a game with chat and then decide to drop it or turn it into recorded stuff after. Maybe. Don't know. Lies of P is hard as fuck. The game made me break my analog stick in the square button. Jeez. Yeah, I've been enjoying Lies of P, though. I quite frankly, I have. I like Souls-likes, and I like challenging things in general. So, yeah. But it is getting to that time of night. It is getting to that time of night where I'm getting EP, and it's been 2 hours anyways. You guys know how I work, stream every day, so it's not that big of a cry, you know? Yes, it is unfortunately that time. It is that time. Blaze must keep her good sleep schedule. Do not want to destroy the sleep schedule. So let's see. We're going to raid on over to... Let's see. We're gonna go to Sky. She's doing PS2 variety and chatting. That sounds like it'll be fun. Let's go check out what my dear sister's doing. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. I hope you guys had a fun time. It was a chill, slightly wanna fight God stream, but it be like that sometimes. And tomorrow, we really will be fighting God. We're gonna be playing more Lies of P. So yeah, just so you guys know, as I was just saying, might be a bit longer of a stream. Probably, you know, depending on how I feel, it is definitely going to probably be between like 4 to 6 hours. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit long of a stream. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen tomorrow. So I will see you guys then, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and let's go raid my dear sister and give her all the love and support and be good, respectful rubies. Alright? I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night!